to Conversations with Kelly. Tonight, as my guest, I have my very good friend, Kristen Welch. Tonight, we're going to talk about, and we're just clearly having a conversation. I'm not an expert. Kristen, you're not an expert. We're going to talk about beauty and fashion tips and secrets and the no-nos. So let's jump right in. So, Kristen, let's share with our viewers tonight some of the places. Do you feel like there's a particular place that you have to shop to be fashionable?
No, I shop at different places.
Different places?
Walmart, Target, Learners, Macy's, Nordstrom, just a variety of places.
That's like with me too. I know that there's some people that frown upon thrift stores, but I found some really cute things in the thrift store. Am I by myself? As well as I do shop at the mall, and one of my favorite places to shop actually is Plato's Closet.
Okay.
And I found some really, really cute things there. So really, we can say that it's not really where you shop, it's really how you put things together. You think? So let's talk about should we talk about the no-nos or the yay-yays?
No-nos.
Let's talk about the no-nos. Actually, as I was doing some research on what was out there on the internet about some no-nos, what I have found that I totally agree with is overkill with labels. What I mean by that is, you gonna go with me?
Yes.
Is when you look like the poster child for the label. Like if you wear Rockaware, you got Rockaware on the shirt, like bam! On the back, like bam! On the pockets, you got Rockaware socks, you got everything. That's like overkill. Overkill. So when we think about that, it's like, are you trying to make a statement? What do you think?
They just want you to know that, okay, look, my shoes is Rockaware, my socks, my hat, my glasses, my jewelry. I'm like, okay, I see you.
Rockaware.
Exactly.
What about, can we overkill in jewelry?
Yes. Yes, we can. Rings on every finger, bracelets over here, bracelets over there. I mean, I see it in the magazines, but not.
I think in the magazine, and this is excuse me, America.
Not all up to your elbows.
This didn't hurt me. That's not fashionable when it's hurting you. When you talk about overkill with jewelry, now there is some people that do wear a lot of rings, not rings, rings, where they have them on every finger. I don't know really. That's not my thing. That might be somebody else's thing, but I think sometimes we can overdo it with that. I wonder, when you go to the airport, the metal detector,
do they make you take it off?
Do it pick it up?
I don't know. It just all depends on what kind of ring it is.
Okay.
Metal, it just all depends.
Okay. And then, like you saying, a lot of bracelets, a lot of necklaces.
I mean, sometimes you can buy bracelets at the store. They come in 5 or 6, and it's cute. But if you got on 3 sets of it, then that's like.
And especially if you got on a really cute outfit, sometimes too much stuff can take away from your outfit.
Yes, it can.
Like if you got on a really cute dress, and then you put on all this extra stuff, it takes away from, you be like kind of confused, like what do I look at first? And I was sharing with some people before the show, kind of what confuses me is when you got on a whole bunch of different colors running together. It make me dizzy. Do it make y'all dizzy?
Like
do it make you dizzy?
Colors,
it's like you don't know which way to go with it. Like, do I go to the top? Do I do it at the bottom? Because everything is just
bling. And
bling.
your shoes is colorful too.
Yeah, so those are some of the things I think you can overdo it.
Yeah, you can.
My biggest thing, and this is just a Kelly law. I'm not a fashion nesta. I don't have all the answers, but what I don't like. And I'm actually go to Facebook on y'all because we had a lot of conversation on Facebook this week about fashion no-nos. We had more fashion no-nos than we were talking about fashion. But it seemed like everybody don't like when they see, it's mainly with the men. And Brother Yankee, I know you in here, you kind of swimming solo by yourself tonight. You ain't got your boys with you. But women don't like to see them men with them thick socks on with them sandals. And then they don't wear the lotion.
Right.
And it don't help when they be ashy too, and then I don't know. I maybe if I get to be a senior citizen age, I might not care as much. Maybe I will care. My seniors is a little bothered, right? They raising up on me, but the socks with the sandals, I'm not getting that because I just feel like if you're wearing sandals, that means it's summer.
Are we talking about for ladies?
I'm talking about men right now. So ladies doing it?
Well, yeah, sometimes I'm at work. I got some flip-flops in my drawer.
Don't tell me.
Sometimes I want to wear heels, be a little cute, instead of wearing my loafers all the time. So my feet kind of hurt. I'm like, okay, so, it could be wintertime or summertime, but wintertime I have on my socks. I would throw on my little $5 flip-flops I got from Old Navy and walk around the office with my socks on.
With the flip-flops?
What? Flip-flops.
Okay. Do
They're
anybody
just some
say-
black flip. They just look. I mean, they
Is
used
your socks
to it
white?
now.
Are they white?
It all depends on what I have on. They could be gray, black,
Oh,
brown.
you matches them up.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes. Yeah, I will. But now, if I end up going on a third floor, like on a different floor or something, if I could remember, I would change my shoes, and then when I get back on my floor, I'll put my flip-flops back on.
So basically, your coworkers already know.
Oh, yeah.
So what makes you comfortable to wear them in front of them, but you won't wear them on 3?
I mean, but I will, I guess just because of the dress code. But sometimes I'll run down and come back up. And then one day I had ran downstairs on the first floor, and I got on the elevator, and this big time chief somebody was looking at me, and I was looking at him. He like, did you wear those? I'm like, excuse me? Did you? I'm like, oh no. I said, I'm fouling today. Most of my job I'm fouling, so I just put my flip-flops on. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'm stunned.
Yeah.
Because I always see you looking fly, but you say I think I would
But
have
if
got
my
it.
feet
But
is
no, if you
hurt-
wouldn't have had them socks on with it, Kristen.
But I'm not going to take them off, especially in the winter.
I ain't know you. I know a lot about you, but I didn't know you did that. No. That's a no in my book. But let's take a vote. No. So me and Lisa say no. The rest of them, y'all doing it. Because Trina actually has some audience.
All
Trina has some flip-flops. She actually has some Nike slide-ins with some, and ain't even matching, with some polka dot.
But that's okay.
Please.
But if she had on white socks,
Would that be?
I guess.
Another thing that I don't really like is it doesn't bother me so much with the youth when they sag, but I have a real big dislike for sagging on a grown man.
Oh, yes.
I don't want to see. I mean, it's a little bit of sag. I guess would probably be about right. Would it be about right here? But when it's all the way down here and all your drawers is out.
And you got your shirt covering it up.
No, sometimes the shirt ain't covered. I don't get with that. No. I don't want you to do that. So you like sagging?
No, I don't. I like everything to fit.
Okay, good. What about when people men wear undershirts as the shirt, like a white, you know how you can buy, it's like, you know how you buy a white tee or something like that, but instead of buying the white tee, you use the undershirt as the shirt. I
don't like it, but hey, that's on them.
Because you can kind of tell, can't you? Because ain't the t-shirts that you wear underneath thinner? Okay, cool. What about... Let's talk about makeup. Is there any such thing as overkill in makeup?
Ooh, Lord, what?
Ooh, you know what burns me up is to be at church. I remember when we were deaconesses, that was before I was ordained as a deacon. Deaconess in the Baptist church used to have to wear white on Sunday. And I used to hate when, you greet your brother and sister in Christ and that makeup get on your, the orange get on your clothes. I'd be so mad. And then there'd be sometimes when I knew so-and-so had a lot of makeup on, I hugged like this. Hey, sister so-and-so. Because I ain't want that on me, but there is a such thing as overkill on makeup, and I have seen. If anybody ever seen me with too much on, I hope they would tell me. But I've seen where it has literally looked like pals and pals and pals. Am I the only one that experienced that? Where you see it? Now, dude, would you tell somebody? Is it appropriate to say you got too much makeup? I would be afraid to.
Well, I guess it just all depends on who it was. Like if somebody at work I really don't know them, I'm just gonna let them walk around looking like that. You know, but sometimes I might say, you might want to do like this because your makeup, you know, it's like orange up here and then down here. I'm like, you might want to blend it in a little bit so that way you won't be all dark up here and then light right here.
Oh, because they have that. There is, okay, so
Yeah.
really you should take your makeup and you should
Yeah.
go a little bit underneath. Or what about
really
if you
not
wear
even
it?
underneath. It's like, it'd be like this part right here that's,
It's gone.
yeah.
Okay.
No makeup is there. And you can tell because you're looking at their
So would
face.
you tell me?
Oh, yes, I will.
How would you tell me?
Kelly, like you tell me, you gotta fix that. Come here.
But
No.
look,
No.
have you
Yes,
ever
I'm
had
gonna
to,
tell you.
I think that I would, if you would have came in, and I don't want to name no names, but if I came in the room and you had on all this makeup and you had on all this rouge and all this, I think I'd be like, wow.
I'd be
Wow,
like-
you is glamorous. But if I said that to you, would you know that you was over the
I've
top?
been like, oh, something is not right.
I'm
There's
like,
something
woo,
different.
superstar. But would you be able to receive it then?
Yeah, but
So
I'm like, do I need to tone it down? I mean, what should I do?
I'd be
you
like,
know?
bro, I got sunglasses looking at you. But see, we would laugh like that, but oftentimes I think that there is a way to tell people without hurting their feelings. You don't come and be like, you look like a clown. You look like a clown. But some people don't have that kind of tact. Either they would actually just let the person go. So I guess really what we're saying is it depends on how well you know a person, because if I got on the elevator with a VP of my company and they was caked with stuff or even had a booger, I don't think I would tell them. Would you tell? Carol, would you tell?
Absolutely.
You would tell if Trina would tell? If I didn't know him, I'd be scared if I told him, like, you got boogers. I don't think I would tell him, but I would tell another coworker, like a close coworker.
Yeah, like look in the mirror.
Mm-hmm. So, what about baseball caps? Do you think they're for all occasions when it comes to men? Well, men and some women wear a lot of ball caps too.
Well, no, but I think some men need a baseball cap.
Oh, they miss them?
No, for instance, this is just my preference. You can have on your baseball cap. I'm like, you look good, you know. And I'm like, okay, I wonder what he look like with his cap off. He take the hat off. I'm like, put that hat back on. Put it back on. Put it back on.
So sometimes hats compliment people.
Yes. Not saying you could go out to eat with your baseball cap and you got your suit on, but you know.
There's another thing that I've seen, and I don't quite know why this happens, but if I was to guess, I would think that maybe a person's shape, their body, let me just go and say it, their booty. You've seen women with skirts on where it actually fits in the front, but it's real hyped up in the back. And when they walk in, it looks it looks really bad.
Or the skirt is twisted, how the seam and it's twisted over a little bit.
Yeah, that's another case, but no, like, would that be considered too little, or is it because of the shape of the bottom, it'll cause?
Because of the way they're built or something.
You guys know what I'm talking about? Have you ever seen it where somebody has on a skirt,
And you can say you might want to pull your skirt down and you could
but it
even
might
help
not
her.
be able to? If it's
well,
like, because
yeah.
if it's like that, if it's proportioned like that, oh, I'm going to be swimming. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of this. If the skirt is on and it fits, okay, let's say this is a skirt and you see it fits like this, but the back, even though it's supposed to fit like this, is hyped. Let me try it all the way up. It's hyped up. You ain't seeing that, are you? And it's like they walk, and it's like walking, and it's kind of like, that ain't supposed to be like that, but I've never had anybody close to me where I could actually share with them that that's what that's doing to even find out what the cause is. So if anybody knows the cause of that, let me know. And I don't know if it's because it might be too little, or it might be just the shape of the person's body. Because, I mean, if it's fitting in the front, is it fitting? Is it not fitting? Let's
Well,
move
yeah,
on.
but it could be like snugged up a little, like.
No, the front is cool. The front, if you look at
Well,
the
maybe
person
it's
from
the
the front,
build. That's
it's
the only
probably
thing I
the
could.
maybe if you have a nice size behind, there's some stuff that you probably have to stay away from. Now, what about how do you know when something is too tight? And let me share this. Fool around and get a yeast infection fooling with them tight jeans. You will, and I'm talking about, y'all close your ears, this is for women. You will get a yeast infection with that, and if you got the jeans, and you know that cord that goes up through the middle, if that's resting to one side and it's bothering you, your jeans is too little.
Or irritating you so tight around here, you can see the elastic around your skin.
That's too, but I ain't lying, I done bought some jeans like that because I like
too.
them.
I just gave them away to my niece. I'm like,
But that
really
cord,
I was like, them things was so uncomfortable. I'm like, really? I'm like, I can't take it no more. No more Friday. You gotta get these jeans away.
Yeah, but
Away.
moisture, help me Jesus. Moisture, like when you're in tight places like that, moisture builds up, and it does. And I know for a fact that it causes yeast infection because when you go to the doctor, sometimes they tell you to wear certain type of underwear.
Oh, like.
And since we're talking about
white
tips, and,
and not really
different tips
colored.
and stuff, I'll share this. I went to the doctor before, and they say to always wear a cotton crotch because those colored type of crotches, they hold bacteria. So wear a cotton crotch. Now, I will share this tip. Now, this is a tip. Close your eyes, young again. If you wear the color, if you buy some underwear, you buy and you don't have the white crotch area. But what I have done is panty liners.
Oh,
Because then you're not completely just on the, y'all get it,
yeah. Yeah.
right? Okay, so that's a tip. So again, how did we get on underwear? Yeast infection. Okay.
And tight pants.
And tight pants. And this is another indication, not necessarily just with jeans, because jeans sometimes don't show your panty line. You know they tight because the cord is rupturing you. But regular pants, like if you're wearing pants, what is the indication of too little?
If they're snugged, like up under.
Them, or you see a lot, if your underwear print is so
Yeah, but
noticeable.
Sometimes you can wear either the thong, the boy shorts, or certain kind of underwear you should wear with certain kind of things.
But when they like,
Well, if they're skin tight like that, then.
I wonder if I could do it. If it's kind of like where it's just like this, this,
Right.
it's too little. Or if you had to do this, all this, I think that's too little. You think it's too little?
Yeah, too little.
Okay. Now, there's a thing called muffin top and butt cleavage.
Is that when your little crack showing?
Butt crack is showing. I've been guilty.
Oh.
Guilty because when I had gained weight last year, and I was in denial because for so many years I stayed the same size, and I started gaining weight, and I didn't want to buy no clothes. I kept wanting to buy the same size, and I was still able to squeeze in them, but what I would have to do is I had to make sure my t-shirts came down, because if I sat down, all you seen was drawers. They fit down in the leg part, but this part was just drawers. And my husband be like, Kelly, every time you going somewhere, I see your drawers. And I'd be like, just hush up, just pull my shirt down. But I was in denial, and really what I had to do is, and if I be at the, and our church, we don't really have a dress code, so we might be in jeans, whatever. And when I would have to bend down to do something or pick up something, I would pull my shirt down to try to get it. Until I got free one day, I just went on and bought another size. And I don't have them issues too much no more. So sometimes you just got to just go on and buy the next size. If your butt crack is hanging out, you got to buy the next size, right?
Well, I really don't like loose jeans. I mean, they're not. Majority of my jeans are tight,
I'm talking super,
but
super
not
tight.
super tight like that. Now, I do have a pair that's super, super, super tight. I'm gonna get in them jeans.
You gonna get it?
But I'm almost there.
Are you? Okay,
Yeah.
well then you gotta go.
Yeah.
So I was in. A lot of people are in denial. Do we feel like a lot of people are in denial they said this, when things are too tight or too small, and your boob, it look like it's just one whole boob. You ever seen that?
Well, yeah.
One whole. Well, I ain't got that issue. Wonder could
I don't have that issue
if I
either,
wore a
but-
tight small shirt, would I have cleavage? All right, that's another show. But
Yes, it is.
muffin top, they say it's like when your stuff is too tight and it raises the chunks upward like a muffin.
You're talking about the butt and the top part.
But
Oh yeah, where it be just squeezed
and
in
it look like
real
one
tight.
big old
Yeah.
boob, and then your butt. Okay.
But maybe they squeeze it in so tight they don't want their boobs to bounce. I mean, I don't know. I never had that problem.
I don't know that I just
Never
know
had
that
that
they
problem.
reference it to a muffin top, and I was like, a muffin top. Too small, things that are too small. Actually, when you I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. When things are too small, it'll cause your rolls to show.
Yeah. Like those two Kenneth Cole shirts.
What was that one we was fighting in the mall? What was that shirt? And you knew.
Was we really fighting? Was
Yeah,
it?
we was arguing
It
over
was
that
like
shirt.
maybe it was one of those stores.
Let me tell you the story. I didn't kind of got bigger than Kristen now, but she used to be bigger than me. And it was a shirt. Now, she was in small t-shirts. I could still wear extra small t-shirts. And she gonna yank this shirt up, and I said, Kristen, that's an extra small. No, it ain't. I can fit it. I said, yes, it is. No, I can fit it. I can fit it. And then she ended up later having to give it to me.
Yes, I did. But you know, I will.
I think it went out of
squeeze
style by the time you gave it to me.
in a small, but I would get a medium because kind of like my stomach kind of pokes out a little bit, and I don't like that when I see ladies. They have on these tight fitted shirts, and they have a big belly that just gets to me. So if it gets to me, I'm not gonna wear it. But I'm good for squeezing in small shirts. Now I might put on a little small shirt and put on my little cardigan, and you won't really, or just suck my stomach up. And especially if I really want it. But those two shirts, I need a bigger size. I'm not gonna keep being like.
What other ones I just bought?
Yes, the Kenneth Cole. But the
ones ladies that we was in.
But they fit good, right? They fit good, but it's just like my stomach. But I don't want to have to suck in my stomach all day.
I can't.
All day long.
America, I can't.
But I'm going to tell y'all this. If I take those back and they don't have my size, I might keep them. Because I need, those are the perfect colors.
Ain't they cute?
Yeah.
But you know what? You might can take, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Too big clothes causes small people to look even smaller, and actually I would have never thought this, and too big clothes causes big people to look bulky. So if you've gained some weight and you're not feeling very comfortable about gaining some weight like I had gained some weight, don't wear oversized clothes because they said it actually makes you look bulky. So I think the rule of thumb is get your size. You think?
Yeah, I think so. Especially if you don't want to hold
Either get your size or suck in your stomach and go into cardiac. And we don't want that. What about, let's go here with mothers. What about mothers that shop with their daughters in the teenage section? Where you can't tell the difference between mom and daughter. Because I know Jasmine, she was like, we be shopping, she was like, Mom, why don't you get baby fat? Or it was summer, I was like, oh no, I can't do baby fat. And there's nothing wrong. Baby fat is cute, but it's cute for them. Not for me, and you ain't gonna have the cat on both of them. You got them on your jeans, I got them on my jeans, and I'm the mom. And there's some stuff that they wear, my daughters wear, that I won't wear. Now, as far as like some apparel. Now, there's things like boots and things like that. I think some shoes are okay, but if I'm over on their rack and me and Jasmine fighting over the same shirt, there's a problem with that. Or if I'm trying to beat Brittany to the last pair of House of Darion jeans, there's something wrong. Now, I don't know how I would feel if I didn't have children, if I would actually wear something like that kind of stuff. But if I seen the majority of the teens or the young adults wearing it, and I'm 40, I don't think that I would do that.
You probably won't, even though I don't have girls, but I do have a Rocawear outfit. I bought it probably even 2 years ago. I never wore it. It's really cute. It's just plain white little polo with the R, the jeans with the R on the back. I probably will wear it one time and probably give it to my niece. But I mean, I don't want to look 21.
So I think that we should look our age. Now, on the flip side of that, there's some times where I've seen people of the same age, and maybe some people you went to school with, and you'd be like, hey, they look kind of, oh, wow, and I know that we're the same age. Or I'll be with Troy, and I'd be like, I went to school with her. You lying. You lying to me. And it'll be just that conversation in the car. So sometimes I think that you can dress too old for your age. Do you think?
Yes, you can.
Y'all think?
You can dress, yes.
Too old?
I know a lady, I don't know how old she is. I know she's older than me. She could be in her late 40s, I would say, but she looks like she's 55 or something.
Because of some of the choices that she picks as far
Yes.
as apparel. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, but at the end of the day, if that's what you like, that's what you like. And again, it's just my opinion, your opinion.
Right. I mean, I don't have a problem with nobody wearing Rocawear and all that. I just don't want to look young.
What about?
Or old, but I want to look my age.
What about wearing pajamas outside? Then you know I do it.
That burns me up.
Does it?
What? Pajama pants to the grocery store? Like,
I've
really?
done it, guilty. I live right by John Eagle. I've done it. But I be so mad when I run into somebody. And I cannot stand. The worst thing that I don't want to do is to be out there and run into somebody from work or church. Church now that I'm married to a pastor. But church before I actually got into church real good, I didn't care. But it's kind of like, now I kind of am a little bit more mindful. Thank God for velour sweatsuits.
Right.
Because my husband said I'm the velour. Actually, he says our family is the velour queens. But I have went in pajama pants to Starbucks. I have. I'm guilty of that.
Inside?
Anybody else? Inside. In the car.
I mean, I just don't want to go in a store with
You won't even go to the store with your wrap scarf on. I will.
I might. Well, like if I go to Giant Eagle, I have to go to the bank. Like if I work out and I tie my hair up, I would take my scarf off. I would just put this black band on and go and do what I gotta do and come back out.
Would you put the scarf back on when you got in the car?
Yes.
Now see, I would just wear it on in the store. Would you? Trini wouldn't. Lisa? I would. There was a time that I didn't even mind. I would go somewhere in rollers. I would. Everybody's laughing at me. I don't care. I did. I'm stuttering.
Well, my hair's been short majority, so rollers aren't.
Yeah, but
I don't.
Now I wear it wrapped, and I might throw a ball cap on it, but I know plenty of people that have come outside and came to the church sometime with the pajamas pants on.
Wear a scarf if we traveling. I mean, early in the morning, if we go into a truck, to get gas or whatever, I might have my scarf on. I'm not gonna keep taking it off like that, but I mean.
But you don't think that you shouldn't wear pajama pants out?
No,
to the mall?
No, to the mall, Keller. No. No.
So we are clear that we should choose clothes according to our body type. I think that's a must. We should.
What about the spandex and your?
Yeah, we're gonna get. Actually, let me go on Facebook today. We had a lot of chatter around. Is spandex made for everybody? I'm gonna say no.
The leggings, like the tight fitted.
The ones that you can do like this and pop. They kind of like tights, but they're spandex pants, or what is the proper name for them? Leggings.
Like leggings.
Leggings. They're not for everyone, especially if the seam is starting to split apart. Right? That's not. Nobody should wear that. And talking in general, like because someone might be too little for someone because of their size. Because I've seen some people that are really thin, and the seam might be busting because you didn't wash them so much and they're worn out or something like that. But there was a lot of no. The killer was one size fit all. Is that the truth?
I don't think so. I mean, not for my size body. I don't think one size fit all. No.
And I think that's across the board. I don't think it's just where certain size people can't fit into a small. One size fit all. I was trying to figure out what is that? How does that mean? You know what? One size. I just don't get. I don't get it.
I'm thinking maybe for socks or something. It could be clothes and pants. I mean.
No, they make clothes that says. Have anybody ever seen clothes that had one size fit all? I've seen that.
Hopefully it's some good material that stretch.
And go back together.
But
I've seen that. What about belts? Are you think they're good for everybody?
I don't wear belts, but I have some belts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did. Well, not the belts that go through the loop of your pants.
Mm-hmm.
Now this belt I did buy to put around my waist. You know, but that's to cover my lower. But it all depends on what kind of belt it is.
I'm with you. I don't wear them through the loops anymore, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I just haven't had to. I guess my stomach is filling everything out. I don't need a belt because you use belts so your clothes won't fall down. It's the kind that goes through the loops. But belts do help change. It gives you a different look for different. Like if you want to, like tonight I don't have a belt on, but I might rock this again with a wide belt and change the whole look of this dress. So belts are versatile. You can do a lot of things with belts. Besides beat your kids with them.
But I like belts when they wear their little men or women button-down shirts, tuck it in with the belt.
Mm-hmm. And you can also wear a belt with a cardigan. Like if you have on your tee, the tee that's too little that you're trying to hide underneath the cardigan, you can put the belt over top of that.
I don't want to wear a belt with that.
Okay.
No, not
But
that.
some people you can, but you could do that.
Okay.
But some belts can be a no-no too, because if you tighten them too much, it might cause you to have a muffin top for that too. Let's move on to skincare tips and things like that. What I will share with you is what I have found online was that we should wash our face twice a day. And it's suggested that you should use warm water with a mild soap. And when you're washing it, you should massage it in a circular fashion.
Like this way?
Well, it's just circular.
Yeah.
I guess just any kind of circular. And they said don't scrub. Do not scrub. They said scrubbing irritates your skin, causing more breakouts. Like if you have problems with pimples or things like that. So, also says to stay away from harsh abrasive chemicals. Now, Bath and Body Works has a skin tonic that I love, and actually, when you if we go to the outlet malls, you can get it for like $1. But really, if you read the ingredients, and all it is witch hazel. It's an astringent that I have found that with my children, when they were going through their adolescence, they would use it. My daughter especially, and it would just clear her face completely up. Something as simple as witch hazel. Moisturizing after washing. Something they said that has benzoyl peroxide will decrease oil and bacteria on the skin. And they advise is do not pop your pimples. And I know I love to pop them when they get white. I be wanting to pop somebody else's when I see when they get white, because I just want to get in there and it's like you work at it till you get it. But they say do not pop them because they cause scarring and swelling, and I guess if you're lighter complected, it causes redness.
I have a couple spots, but I'll still pop a pimple.
And then put some concealer over it. And also, this is something that actually I didn't even think of, and I probably, you know me, I don't think of too much of anything. Don't touch your face with your hands because they're dirty. You're always touching things, especially when you're at work or they was talking about on your cell phone, because you're transferring dirt and oil from other stuff onto your skin. also, it's important to keep your hair clean and off your face. It also promotes oil and dirt and things like that. And also they talk about phones, hats, scarves can put dirt on your face. They just said just make sure you keep those items when you're using them, just those items clean. Anybody in the audience have problems with pimples or acne or anything like that? No? Some people, okay, cool. Body acne. And I've never experienced this, but I've heard of this before. What they talk about to do with those is wear loose clothing to let your skin breathe, and also pick a body wash, a body scrub that would help with those blemishes. Sun protection, even though we as African American people, we still need sunscreen in the summer. And I used to have this thing where I thought growing up that the only people that needed that was Caucasian because they lay out in the sun and do all what they do. But we need it also.
They even said you need it on your head if you're bald, like for men.
You know who tans like that? David, my brother.
Yeah.
When he be working outside, he
should put that on
his whole head be like red. And our skin needs to be hydrated, and we need water. And that's something that I am really poor at. Is I'm trying now to learn how to force myself to drink water, because I am a soda, Kool-Aid drinking somebody. And they say stay away from junk food that shows on your skin, and replace it with fruits and veg. You gonna do that?
I'm working on it, but I still like my chips.
Especially around that time of the month, I don't know if I'll be eating a carrot. Snickers, Pepsi.
Celery and ranch.
Okay, let's talk about makeup tips. Now, this is just Kelly. I don't wear a lot of makeup, or maybe, at least I don't think that I do. I do foundation, and I don't do the oil, the liquid kind. I don't like that. It seems like to me that rubs off on stuff, and I think that's what be on when people used to hug me, I think that's what come up on my clothes. I don't like the liquid kind. My preference is I like the Studio Fix by MAC. But actually my girlfriend, and actually I shared it with Trina this past weekend, there's a line called Milani, and you can get it at Walgreens, and I think it's around $8. She tried some on me, and it was cool. At first I was I don't like it because I was so stuck on what I like. But quiet as kept, it did look okay.
It was the makeup.
And when I run out of my Studio Fix, I probably will go to Milani and try it.
I tried Maybelline. But sometimes the Maybelline, I notice my face get like real greasy, and it looks like I'm doing it over the top, looking like my face has a whole bunch on. So I would leave that alone for a minute and just start wearing my MAC or Bobbi Brown.
Now I had a girl that used to do my hair. She told me, you know how your makeup compact comes with
the sponge.
The sponge. She told me, actually she does hair and makeup. It comes with this. I don't use this. Now, my daughter went in this because when I was sharing this with my daughter, she wanted to hide one of her pimples. Now, y'all know Jasmine is like 4 times lighter than me. So she used that, but normally I never use it. But she told me to use this big brush, and you just go across your face.
When you put it on with your sponge or your
because with this, I just kind of dust over it, and it doesn't look made up. Now tonight I actually have on, and I do this like in the summertime, I do a bronzer. Because you know how this is cool when my skin is the normal color, but in the summertime, like coming up as the sun is getting hotter and we're getting darker, this will still be okay, but my skin is darker, and I'll go to a bronzer and I'll mix it with my moisturizer, and then I'll put that on. Now the bronzer is a liquid, but when I put that on with the lotion, I'll let it cool and dry for a minute. Then I'll go across this very lightly with the powder, and it'll take away that shiny glow. But this has worked for me, and it makes your skin look like you don't have anything on it. It still hides.
Cakey and dry.
tonight is get you a big makeup brush and use your powder. If you don't use liquid, if you use like the powder or the Studio Fix or whatever, the compact, go across that and just lightly dust your face with it. That's my tip. And again, like I was saying, with they Victoria's Secret don't carry this no more. So this is my last box of this, but it's a bronzer. This one's a new one, and I'm down to this one. And you know what? I might go online and see if I can find it, because sometimes things that are discontinued, you might can find them online. If anybody sees the Victoria's Secret, the Beauty of Brazil, let me know. I love it.
One.
You got this one? Give it to me.
You gave it to me.
I know, give it to me. But anyway, what I'll do with this is I mix a little bit of this with my moisturizer lotion, and I put it on, and then I'll just kind of walk around for a minute until it kind of soaks in, and then I'll go over the brush. But what I used to use the expensive moisturizer. Actually, I never really bought it. I used to just let my mom buy it, and I go and dig out of her drawer. She always give me a little care package. But what I love is baby lotion. Baby lotion has worked for me, and it doesn't have any chemicals in it. It does what it's supposed to do. And actually, I noticed that when I don't use moisturizer before I put makeup on, my face feels real tight.
Even if your face is like really, really dry, because I have a tendency of getting dry around here, and then that's when I'll use the Clinique around here, or that Moisture Surge.
Now, I do like the Moisture Surge by Clinique. I do like that. But so far I've been hanging on to, I love Johnson & Johnson baby lotion for my face. But what was the other one by Clinique that you like?
You talking about moisturizer, or it's yellow. It comes with my my face soap and the 7-day scrub. And I use the 7-day scrub. You can use that every day. It has those foliates.
The little rough stuff that's in it.
You can use that every day, but I only use it like if I'm dry around here or here. Because sometimes when I put on my makeup, my face is still chapped, and then I'll probably use it for that whole week, and then after that, I don't use it no more until I start to peel in.
Now, I don't wear makeup. Even that, the little that I do wear, I don't wear it every single day. Do you wear makeup every day?
Every day, maybe 5 days a week. Well, only thing I really put on is just foundation. And then some lip gloss, and that's it. I don't have time for eyeshadow, eyeliner, all that.
I did find that some of the things that you can find around your house, olive oil. You can use it in hair care, skin care. They said you can mix it with sugar or salt for exfoliant.
Oh, okay.
Massage it into your hair for instant repair and softness, or rub it into your dry skin in case you want a natural moisturizer. So olive oil. Now, I have poured olive oil in gel. Like when I do twist on my hair or something like that, I put olive oil down in that. Or this one lotion that I got from the dollar store that I was using on my face, I put a little olive oil in that. Check this out. Unscented cooking spray. Guess what it does?
What?
It helps. It's like you can use it as a speed drying top coat for your nails, or like if you get a pedicure, even if you get it in Atlanta or places of that nature, and if somebody talks, remember, I didn't tell y'all this, but I was talking to a pedicure by somebody here in this building, and I didn't want to get it done, and I got a fungus on my toe, and I'm still dealing. My toe still ain't right. But I heard that tea tree oil is good for to get rid of funguses. Now, this one that I had got, it was from another planet. I had to go to Dr. Frito. I don't even want to talk about it.
Did you get it from Columbus?
Atlanta.
Maybe they didn't clean their tubes.
But don't let nobody, if y'all do your toes and stuff at home if you can, don't let nobody take y'all way across state lines to get no pedicure. Or if you do go, and there's nothing wrong with getting them, just make sure they're cleaning their I want to say, can you say your tools or whatever like that. But unscented cooking spray helps dry your nails fast. It It's like a drying top coat. Cinnamon, you can use it as a bronzer. Just a pinch of it can be used as a bronzer. And also you can mix it with 1 teaspoon. You can mix 1 teaspoon of cinnamon with 3 tablespoons of honey and apply it to a blemish at night. And then rinse the next morning for clear skin.
What about paprika?
I mean,
cinnamon for bronze. What about paprika?
But if you think about it, cinnamon is kind of bronzy. It has that, have you ever had it on your hand? It does stain your hand. I'm going to try it. I ain't going to try it and come out with it. I'm going to try it and see what it looks like. Yeah, I'll let you know. Also, dryer sheets. You can run a dryer sheet through your hair, like if your hair is staticky.
Yeah, I did hear that about that.
Baking soda with a dab of water is a zit zapper. And then you can sprinkle some on your toothbrush and it whitens your teeth. Or you can use with honey as a light scrub. I see people taking notes. I'm going to try, definitely this weekend I'm going to try the cinnamon. I'm going to try the baking soda on a toothbrush.
You to brush your teeth?
Then it says toothpaste. Well, you can use toothpaste to clean or whiten your nails. Did y'all know that? And you can use toothpaste to soothe the curling iron burn. You know what? I was told, remember back in the day, do they still do sucker bites?
Oh, put the toothpaste
on there. I was told if you put the toothpaste on there and then take your toothbrush and lightly go around and make it go away, then it's big lies. But what do work is foundation. And I'm not telling nobody's child to hide sucker bites with that, but if you put foundation on it, that'll hide.
Concealer.
They telling me I'm in the mirror scrubbing. Arnetta seen it all and knocked me up underneath something. Petroleum jelly, rub on the feet to avoid blisters from too little shoes. Actually, instead of you wearing them white socks with them flip-flops, you could just put some petroleum jelly on your feet.
Colored socks.
Well,
I do have, my feet don't be chapped. I just don't take my socks off. Unless it's summertime.
But again, let me just go here and say this. This wasn't what I want to say. What I want to say first is some of the rules that have been in place about what fashion is not. Everybody, there's going to be things that Kristen like, I'm not going to necessarily like for myself, or I might not necessarily like what she has, what's on her. Just like there's going to be some things that she's not going to like about me. But I think we should all respect each other as an individual. And if you like wearing socks with sandals, just because I don't like it, wear them. But make sure them socks is clean. I will say that. I think that's a must. But and then the thing about, okay, there's rules about you can't wear, you don't wear white after Labor Day. I feel like this. Over the last couple of years, I'll wear whatever I want. There's been times where I wear a dress in the wintertime and I put on some flip-flops. Because sometimes in the wintertime, now I won't do it if it's snowy and all that, but there's been times, Columbus weather is iffy. There's been times where I've done that. Or I'll wear some daggone cowboy boots with this long dress, but that's what I do. But you may not like it. Sister Green may not like it. Jackie may be like, what the heck does Kelly got on today? But I like it.
But it'll probably look nice on you. I won't wear it. But
so you don't like my outfit, Kristen?
Yeah, I like it.
You don't like my outfit?
I'm not gonna wear it. I don't even own a pair of cowboy boots, so it don't matter.
You think my boots are ugly, Kristen?
No, not at all. I just don't have a pair.
Do y'all think that she thinks my boots are ugly?
Whatever, no, but I like that on you.
She don't like my boots. I like my boots.
I like your
and if I want to put my boots up on the table, and if I want to put me a hat on, I got my boots. But anyway, again, see, she could have said that, and I could have been totally offended by it. But you know what I would say to Kristen? Do you? Do you? If you like wearing socks with flip-flops in the office, do it. Well, I mean, really, is it breaking codes?
But I am going to do that.
But again, I used to be one that thought that you had to have everything together, but it's so freeing when you can just be an individual and whatever you feel like that day. If you want to wear your pajama pants to the grocery store, who wrote the rule book that you can't?
But pajamas are for sleeping.
Some people use them for comfort.
Yeah, but throwing some sweats.
What's the difference?
What your husband say? Throwing that velvet
Velour. Yeah.
Sweatsuit. Yeah.
But I'm gonna wear white whenever I get ready, y'all. Anybody?
I'm not gonna wear no white heels. Pumps.
Why?
Well, I don't even own a pair.
Why won't you wear them?
No.
What about white pumps with black stockings?
No, that's I will not. No, I do not like to wear black and white together like that. No.
Let me go on Facebook and see what some of the comments were talking about.
No.
Some of them had me dying laughing. There was a comment about, let me go here real quick. Oh, how far over the back of your shoe should your heel be? And if your heel is like, I mean, what's the rule? Is there a rule? You sure heel shouldn't be like way off the heel, and your toes should not be crawling over top of the shoe and dragging on the floor. That I think that we can clearly say across the board we can agree that that's too little.
It should stop right at the.
What about nose hairs hanging out the nose? Should we tweeze them or?
Cut them with scissors.
I have a viewer
They
that
have hair
says,
scissors.
somebody said yes, most people don't focus on male grooming, that's an issue. So nose hair, cool? Not cool.
You can get those little scissors in the manicure thing and take your nose and stick it up and cut that little hair out. I mean, if it's hanging all down here.
What about men's facial hair out of control? Like when it be all just wire? I think they should, you like well kept men, cut y'all's beards down. We don't want scratches up on us. What about men's fingernails and should they get manicures or no?
Yes, I think so. I like men with manicures.
What about clear, with the clear polish? No? Yay? No? Yeah? Yeah.
They do. I mean, just clear, but.
Like clean them fingernails. Okay.
Clear is fine. But sometimes, they have that buff thing. It's a buffer, and it makes your nails look shiny, too. They could have that on, too.
That might work, because I think some of them might be a little too nervous about getting polished.
Yeah.
Because polish probably reference to more of
It's
what
some kind
women
of
do.
buffer they have.
One of the, when they were talking about white socks with dress shoes, one of our audience members actually was on here. She said, cut it out, dress socks with shoes, please. Somebody said no, or as another viewer said, or black socks with white shoes, or white socks with black shoes. Oh, that really irks me. So they're not liking them socks with different things. Oh, here's one. Don't paint lipstick over real bad chapped lips.
Ooh, no.
And normally it's the colors of like the burgundies and red. It'd be real ate up. And what you should do, no, I will tell you this. Bath and Body Works has a lip type of scrub thing. It comes in a white tube, and it has like those grains in it. And what you do is you get it on there and you let it rest for a little bit, and then you wipe. Now you got all them, that stuff. Remember, Mommy had got us when she would give us our little travel kits when we be going somewhere.
Going out of town.
Remember, we would put it on, it had that mint smell, and then you wipe it off, and you might have to keep doing it for a minute, but get your lips together before you put all them lipsticks on it, and then because it looks like your lips is real ate up, real bad, and it don't look good. It really don't.
Sometimes lip gloss does that too. If it's kind of have a little color, you can see the chappedness. I'm like, oh, if I don't take this off.
No, you know what I'm talking about.
But
where
yeah.
y'all know what I'm talking about. It's obviously chapped up, and the lipsticks on there.
Real dry, straight across the lip.
Oh, here's one. Should we bust our friend or sister or cousin out when they borrow our stuff and they like if you gave me an outfit to wear and like I wore something of yours one time. You were at the same place. Should you be telling people that's mine?
No.
I think that's so terrible. And you know what that's a sign of? You jealous because it might look better on that person than it did on you. That's just Kelly saying that. But no, you shouldn't tell nobody that that's mine. Chip polish, open toe shoes.
A no.
Yes, a no. Somebody said that they had did it one time, but they had noticed it at the grocery store. Okay, but again, what I'm saying tonight is certain stuff like the chap lips and things like that, those are things that we can correct. But if you like to wear stripes with verticals and you like to wear socks with sandals, you wear white before Labor or after Labor Day, do you. And as long as you're comfortable with you. And what I will say is this. When you're comfortable with you, you don't have to try to squeeze in stuff that is for somebody else. Get comfortable with yourself. Be who God created you to be. And love yourself. Love yourself. And when you love yourself and you're comfortable with who God made you to be, you'll be able to dress, not just dress physically with clothes, but you will dress in the holiness of God. You will have a gentle and quiet spirit. You will have such a presence that you will look good inside and out. Thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight. I thank you, Kristen, for having this chat time with me. And thank you, our viewers. And I'd like to thank our sponsors. I'd like to thank the Liberty Hill Baptist Church. I'd like to thank Overflow Ministries and the best crew in the United States of America and abroad, KWK crew. And I'd like to thank you, the audience, and our viewers. And that is it tonight. I'll see you next week.